we back. Alright, let's get back into this. Sorry for the wasted time there, fellas. You know how it is, I think. I don't know. I'm still figuring out the whole streaming awesomeness thing. There, Koch, you've been doing it a bunch of years, got some good experience and stuff like that. For somebody like Steel Waffle in here getting into streaming, you know, you got some good advice, things that would definitely benefit him to hear.
Well,
Things
basically,
that you should do with your layers in OBS. That's something he's been, you know.
Yeah, I don't know the first thing about OBS. I've pretty much used XSplit from the beginning.
So how does that work?
XSplit is here's the ladder up on the front side here. XSplit is good because you can have a window basically for each one of your monitors. You set it up with all your different sources and just turn them on and turn them off at will. OBS, I could never wrap my brain around something about it. Just doesn't work for me.
I feel ya. So it's more user-friendly, it sounds like.
Yeah, it's really straightforward. Really straightforward.
Tom, maybe
do any of you... Sorry, what?
I was gonna say, maybe that's a good option for you.
Do either of you want a level 3 stone sledge?
I have a level 2 spear.
I don't really get along with the timing on the sledge. I just end up getting myself killed.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
I'll take it.
You don't want one? Okay, I'll make you one. Crafted.
Alright. So, Bloody, at the northeast corner of the building here, in the back, there's a ladder that goes up to the roof. We are up here, and I've got blocks ready to block it off.
Yeah, I was just gonna build my way up.
Where's Bloody Putty?
Bloody
Yeah, because you're...
Sir?
Putty.
Alright.
What did I just get? You sending pictures of yourself to me again, Tom?
There's your hammer.
Never mind. Well, that's nice. I got a message. I'm like, oh man. He said, here you go. What's he sending me? Anybody be able to upgrade a bow yet?
Oh, can I make? No, I can't. I can only make level 1. Unfortunately.
So what? We're just building because night's coming?
Yeah, we're trying to hunt her down.
Okay. I'll build. I can make really nothing. I don't have much on me anymore since we sold and all that. Did I just fall in a hole? Oh man.
Down in a hole.
Get it.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright.
So we're just gonna wait the whole night away up there.
Yeah, that's safest. We should probably block off the ladders.
Yeah, I've got the northeast corner taken care of. There is a hole in the roof to the on the south part of the building that might need to be sorted out.
Yeah, I'll fall in it again if we don't sort that out. Oh man.
We'll just block this ladder off.
I'm gonna climb up through the building, I think, to get up there, though. No, I don't have to.
Oh, he fell.
Dude, so my washing machine plays a cute little jingle every time your freaking clothes are done, right? So adorbs. What I was thinking was, I want to get a dryer, and they do a duet as we're doing multiple loads of laundry.
Oh, there you go.
Huh? Is that money in the bank, fellers, or what?
Oh
I
yeah.
think you're getting something.
And also, the washer's gonna double as a pressure cooker if you ever want to, you know, really make that Thanksgiving turkey good.
Yeah.
Cool. Can I help provide any help? Reinforcing?
Well, we should upgrade these blocks just so that they're not quick, easy for them to break. But
Fair point. Fair point. Well, that's weird. So what, we just slowly pick them off?
Yeah.
That's good. Tom, are you leading the assault?
Tom is hanging out up here.
Kachi, we found this
Yeah.
Airplane game, right? I showed Tom this airplane game, you know, it's a battle game, you're just doing dogfighting and shit.
yeah,
Bring in-
warplanes.
What's that?
Yeah.
World Warplane.
Yeah. Ever play it?
Yeah. No, I have not, but I've wanted to check it out.
Well, here's a great opportunity to play a free game.
Yeah.
And it's actually for free. It's very entertaining. But also, I have a joystick that I've had for years, and that's the whole
Right.
reason I wanted to try it. I saw it one day, I'm like, I'm gonna finally get around to it, because I would have never grabbed the joystick had I not known there was a game I could, you know, try it out with. And I knew that game in World of Tanks was free, so.
Why don't you play World of Tanks?
Played it when I got a computer a long time ago, but it hasn't really ever interested me. Can we both control the same tank at the same time?
No.
And when you drive a tank, do they call you Thomas the Tank Engine?
Yes.
Got it. I hit
Yeah,
Thomas.
Alan. I like XSplit. Yeah, it is a paid software, but when I got my computer, it came with basically a permanent license for XSplit. So I've got XSplit
Oh my
until either
God.
they go out of business or I
no.
die.
Oh no.
What's
Oh,
up?
no. They're up. They are up. They broke out of the house and they are up here.
Yeah, they are.
And this is why I wanted the Harley. Yeah, I'm just maintaining a cool 80 beats per minute this whole time, 'cause I ain't scared of nothing. Wash. What do you guys call those? Crawlers?
There's spiders
Spiders.
on it.
Spiders. Okay. Yeah, because crawlers are the other ones.
My brother calls them mouth splitters, though.
I mean, I guess I haven't ever taken any time to look close up to their mouth.
Yeah, well, this is why I blocked this off like this because,
You knew.
They can climb ladders.
yep.
Yeah, I usually, to combat that, I usually just take off, like, a chunk of the ladder, so they can't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then it takes it away from you.
Oh, I mean, I can still get off it. But
Can you?
yeah, hell yeah, Tom, I'm a freaking pro gamer. You know that.
Yeah.
Pro gamer since the day I was born, yes sir. Pating. So, Master Kachi, if I may ask, that game you had purchased for me, you care what I have, you can give me a little breakdown of it?
Yeah, Empyrean. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I looked into it a little bit, but I'm not sure, like, the entire...
Yeah, actually, I'm hoping to actually set up an Empyrean server with my friend Jimmy, and that way, you know, we can jump in on it together, and I can kind of show you the ropes. I've been streaming it here over the last few days, right from the very beginning forward, and so
So you
the
gotta play
vanilla game
through.
experience, no mods or anything. So yeah, you just go to the live tab on my channel, and there's like 4 videos that are all several hours long. That takes it literally from ground zero all the way up.
I don't know how often you do it, but I'm assuming with that type of game it's often. But I clicked and watched for short periods of times, for long periods of times, and you were always in like mines or something.
Yeah, gathering resources is pretty important to get around to building your own ships and stuff, but
That makes sense.
yeah.
Man, a roof
That's
is
kinda,
a bad place to be when it's raining, as far as how cold
Yeah.
it is.
Do you have
Well,
any
it's a bad
stone?
place to be when you're 13% infected and starving to death and
Do you have a stone on you, Bloody?
Of course, bud. Stone, how much?
1 single stone.
I don't know how to just take one, so have 4.
Okay.
Now, when we're done with this, remind me to level up. I don't think I've even leveled up once.
yeah.
I don't know. Can you gain experience still? Yeah, you can level up multiple
Oh, yeah.
times.
Fat boy on the ladder.
What do you need stone for to repair your weapon, Tom?
Campfire.
Oh. Oh, I didn't even turn
I'm
on
making a
shit.
campfire.
Yeah, put one up here if you gotta get warm.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I've got a couple of points to spend too. So when morning comes, it's a good thing.
You know, you ever think like how dope it would be to be in a nice chill, let's say like 50, 55 degree rainstorm just like this, right? With it dripping all over you, making you all wet. But you're sitting in a hot tub enjoying mimosas.
Yeah.
Like you're already in a hot tub, so what's the cold rain gonna do? You know, you just dunk your head under. How cool would that be? I gotta get a hot tub. Tom, do you know a guy?
And we've got a hot tub in our backyard here. We've lived here a year and a half, and we've never used it.
What is wrong? Can I come over and use it?
You have to
Yeah.
wear your wig.
Bit of a trip, but you'd be welcome.
Tom, you and me, road trip. Going to Master Kachi's place. We're gonna, just use him for his hot tub.
I've had a few chances to get a free one, but I've never actually taken it.
Yeah, they seem to come up pretty often being free. I wonder if it's an age thing, because I know my brother sold his that was a couple years old. Phenomenal condition. He got a nice chunk of it.
I don't know why people get rid of them, honestly. Maybe they just don't want it anymore because they don't use it.
If you had the space, though, wouldn't you think that'd be like... Shut up, phone. Wouldn't you think that'd be like... It doesn't take up a lot of real estate. It doesn't
Yeah,
look
but
ugly.
it'd probably be like the pool thing, where like you want a pool, then you get the pool, and then you only go in it a few times, and then you never get in it again.
Yeah, I'd probably use the shit out of it, dude. I'd probably work from it. Get an at-home job and just stay in the hot tub all day.
I mean, how many times have you had a pop-up pool and you only used it like the first summer you had it?
Man, I use the pool a lot at my mom's house. When I was growing up, when we had a pool, dude, I was in that bitch like every day. I like pools. I'm one with the water. Love it. Is there a button to get rid of the HUD?
What HUD?
The HUD.
Oh, the HUD? Yeah, there is, but yeah, I forget.
Like F7? Oh my god, it was F7. That was first try. That was interesting. I don't know how I knew that. I was like, I'm just gonna try some random ass F key. 7 looks good.
I'm curious, what's your FPS on this game, Blood?
That is a very fair point, Tom. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how to check that. Do you know how to check it, Tom?
I have Steam overlaying my FPS on my games.
Yeah, I average right around 80 FPS with everything cranked up.
Ain't bad.
My
Yeah.
monitor has an FPS setting.
I got 96 with it on high. I was curious what he gets because he has a potato for a graphics.
Hey man, back in my day, boy, this was a pretty damn good graphics card here. Well, I guess it'll depend on what I'm doing, won't it?
I'm in good shape. I get 14.6% infection, dysentery, starving.
But you haven't died yet, have you?
I've died once.
Same. I did.
Yeah, I died once, and Tom died once.
I don't wanna... How many times did I die?
6.
Yeah.
How many kills does he have?
Bloody's got 19 kills. I've got 38, and you've got 89.
Jeez.
You've been murdering the heck out of him. Yep. Good stuff. Let's see.
Tom's a killer, man. Every time we bring him in a game, he's like freaking... He's good with a gun.
First time I ever played World of Warplanes was with him, and someone put in the chat that I was dangerous.
He was dangerous, dude. He was getting the most kills out of both teams every single round from his first round.
Like, they started recognizing my tag and avoided me.
Nice.
That game is super fun. I love that.
It really is.
I don't know how to display my frames per second. Is there a hotkey?
This game will actually even do it for you too. I just don't know which key it is.
Invisible mode. Godspeed. What is Godspeed?
No idea.
Shift plus. Negative. What's it do if you press shift negative or shift plus? One's increased Godspeed, one's lower.
If you're in God mode, so you can fly and do creative and all of that, that speeds up the pace at which you fly or slows down the pace at which you fly.
Well, I forgot what I was looking up. Frames per second, I didn't see it.
I don't want to. I could accidentally activate that blue square thing. And I don't, because I don't know what key it is, and I don't want to do that.
What's the blue square?
It's something the admins. It's some kind of admin tool.
More your brother's thing?
I accidentally bump it sometimes, and then I have to look it up how to make it go away.
Hello, sunshine. Glad to see it. That's for sure.
Yeah, I definitely like to get a base going and start manufacturing stuff,
Yeah.
especially food.
How about after this night, we make that our mission for the next day? We're pretty set already, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
To
don't,
head to
Sounds
that
like-
city, or the outskirts of it, find a nice house to build, or you want to build an actual house, don't you?
yeah, I want to build a base and start mining.
Cool. You'll teach me how to do all that? Put me to work?
I'll teach you.
My man.
Do you want to build the base that I usually build, or do you want to have Squatch build his base style, or?
We should all build our own bases.
Well, I mean, it's a lot of work.
Yeah. I say go for Tom's design. I
Yeah.
usually just build a box with a wall around it. I don't get fancy.
That's
Build-
actually what I do. I do the
Yeah.
box with a wall, and we usually do like triple walls.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I use half slabs to basically create shooting ports around the perimeter of the wall. So
Mhm.
if they
There's
come up,
actually arrow slits that you can make for the wall.
Yep.
It sounds similar to how I would do it. The arrow slits is cool though.
yeah, the way I set these up, they're just off the side of the wall so that you can stand on the top of the wall and shoot straight down at the zombies that are hitting the wall, as opposed to the arrow slits that are for shooting through the wall outside.
Well, should we move
I
on then?
usually- I usually do scaffolding,
Right on.
so I can like run along the outside of the wall. You know
Cool, let's
what I'm saying?
let's do it, boys.
And if you crouch, you can usually drop off a moderate height without breaking your leg.
Oh, like
Just
catch
ease
you
up.
drop?
All right, Squatch, lead the way.
Yeah, do it up, bud.
Yeah, this should be the third river, so we should be coming up on Deersville. Just ahead, there should be a sign. Yeah, there it is. There it is.
Hey, Tom.
Welcome.
Tom,
Yeah.
give me a hug.
What?
Give me a hug. Attaboy, Tom.
I got bit by a snake.
You deserve it, Tom.
Suck the poison out.
Oh, now you want my love. Nope. Not happening. Alright, come here. What's the crouch button again?
Control. Left control. Yes, this is Dyersville.
It sounds...
Very dire.
I was gonna say that, but then I was like, menacing. Those God rays look real nice.
Yeah.
I don't even have a freaking GPU that should be showing them. They look really nice. My GPU's probably like,
It's smoking.
yeah, it's probably smoking. It's a little GPU that could.
Take down a tree. Get some wood back in my inventory.
All right.
This is a nice little town.
It is. So maybe the corner of the town over here we should go to.
Sure.
Yeah, there's a couple of redstones and stuff.
We need to find a nice open flat area to build. I wouldn't do it like right in town.
Yeah, if we're not
let's
going to
do
take
it.
over a building and convert it, we should be just out past the outskirts.
I don't usually like taking over pre-built places because zombies spawn in it like crazy.
Really?
If not, if you put a claim block down.
Oh yeah. I've always claimed to build in and built in. I never had that issue, but if it's a claim block thing, that makes sense.
Well, I think there's a small pharmacy here in town, and I'm gonna start eyeballing for it because I'm at 16.4%. So
Oh,
With my
mouth is
infections.
jiggling.
Yeah, they've
Alright.
changed this. This is definitely different than it used to be.
This is nice and open right here. Perfect.
Good spot. And Tom, you're gonna build it? I can go loot?
Yeah, I do whatever.
Thanks, bud. I'm sure you don't want me fucking with your base.
All right, so something I need to warn you about, Bloody. You're gonna come across a house that's under construction, and there'll be a complete, a basement section of it, and in that basement section you'll run into a hole that's been dug in the wall. There's a bear inside there, a zombie bear. So watch yourself.
Cool. You know what I also just remembered just now is crouching will give you sneak attack, like Skirm.
Yep.
You haven't been doing that?
No, dude. I haven't put more than
Yeah, we got a
20
hospital here.
hours in this game.
400 hours.
20 hours. You should try Ark, Tom, if you like this. I mean,
Ark?
yeah, have either of you played Ark?
Ark
Oh,
Survival?
played the hell out of Ark.
I have
That
it.
I play it.
Played the hell out of Ark, yeah.
I wanted to try it again because I never got to play it outside of PlayStation.
Yeah, there's Ark, and then there's basically a game that's built off the Ark engine that's a pirate game.
What's that?
Oh, what's that? I like pirates.
Sea of Thieves, bro. Didn't I tell you about that? Best pirate game you could ever play with your buddies. Sea of Thieves. Personal opinion.
I was really excited for Skull and Bones, and then they ruined it.
Yeah.
I mean, is it truly a pirate game if you can't board ships?
No. Have either of you guys looked into Sea of Thieves? There's another one called Atlas that's more like...
Yes, Atlas is
It's this
the
engine.
game I was talking about.
Yeah.
Atlas is built on the Ark engine.
Oh, so it is built on the same engine.
Yep.
Oh, I'm
Yeah, it
smearing
started
my
out
last
as a
camera.
mod and became its own independent thing.
Bloody, you should help chop wood.
Oh, sorry. I smeared my mascara. I was trying to figure out why there was goo all over my finger, and I remembered. Ew, what's all over my eye? It's this black shit.
I figure I'm close enough to being dead here that I'm just going around killing zombies to...
Yeah, I would. You're a goner anyways with that much of an infection.
Yeah, so I figured I'd just go around and kill a bunch of Zeds to get us some shared experience, you know?
You're brilliant. That's some alpha gaming if I've seen it. Oh, but as far as Sea of Thieves, it is just absolutely awesome. It is such a great, you do the whole thing, dude. When you're doing actual naval battles, it's like a real legitimate naval battle. You're really doing the mass and freaking turning them and stuff like that, patching holes, shooting cannons, while trying to freaking steer this ship. People can be boarding you, you could be boarding them. And then sometimes you be in naval battles and you get attacked by like a freaking kraken or some shit in the middle of it. Then it's like, okay, now you're trying to battle a ship and fight the kraken. It's amazing. It's so fun.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those games that you really gotta kind of play with other people.
You
You know,
can
I'm
solo
primarily a...
sloop it, but yeah, you're right. It's
Yeah.
better. Here you go, buddy.
Yeah, I'm mostly a solo gamer, and so I'd looked at it. It looked interesting, but I hadn't gotten around to it because it looked like it was, pretty multiplayer focused.
A little bit. You'd be surprised how much you can do on a ship like that as your own. The only problem is like the second big, the sloop, which is a 1 or 2 man ship. Everything's on like one deck. Like it'd take you 2 seconds to go from the steering wheel to patch a hole, to bail a bucket of water to get back to the steering wheel. Where if you do a big ship, it's like 3 decks below, and it's like a significant amount of steps. Plus, when you gotta throw out water, it's amazing.
Yeah.
I wonder
Yeah,
what
that's
kind
why I
of
like
following it
Atlas.
has.
The ships are pretty awesome in Atlas.
I could see that. And that is kind of your style of game.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, you can load up a ship with a bunch of people, and you've got ghost pirates to fight and stuff, and of course there's, you know, animal taming and all that kind of stuff like an Ark.
Sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
Yeah, it eats a lot of hard drive space. Ridiculous amounts of hard drive space. A lot of games do nowadays, it seems.
Yeah. I'm having trouble balancing. I'm having trouble realizing I can't really do this on my current rig. I can stream and have a good stream and really not have much of an issue. I can do all the overlays, all that shit. But when it comes down to like actual editing and like space and loading time, that's a whole different story.
Yeah.
Loading time's still not bad on my rig, but it could be a whole heck of a lot faster.
Get an SSD.
Yeah, the problem with my motherboard, I got like a really nice, expensive motherboard, but the problem with it is it's extremely picky with SSDs, and it doesn't work with them anymore or something. I don't know. It was something.
Yeah, I've got
stupid.
a SSD for one of my game drives, and then I've got a M.2 for stuff like Star Citizen and things like that, where I want really fast, you know, load
Yeah.
times and stuff.
That's
Oh,
what I got as an M.2.
What's that?
Yeah.
It
It's
does 3,000 MB a second.
What's that mean?
yeah, it's a SSD on steroids.
How much,
970 Evil Plus.
how much are those?
I bought a 2 terabyte one for $100 when it was on sale. It's typically about $200 for a 2 terabyte one.
It looks like you can get see at these for like super cheap. What's that?
It's like $50 with the DLCs.
With the DLCs, but to be fair, the DLCs come with like at least like a bunch of skins and shit like that. There's no paid
Yeah.
DLC. It's all
But it's like
cosmetics.
it's like $40 for the base game, right?
Oh no, you just gotta shop around. What I do is I go type in the old search engine the name, and then I'll click shopping, and it'll give me all the websites selling them for the cheapest prices. And then I'm obviously go to the most trustworthy site that's the cheapest price.
Wait, are we talking about Sea of Thieves?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't buy your games from Steam?
Well, sometimes. I mean, but most of the time. But I got that game on Xbox app a long time ago. It just came on Steam. It's
I
been.
think it's on Epic too, isn't it?
I don't think it's on Epic. It was a Xbox exclusive, and the PC had to have the Xbox app. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty
Thing
sure that's the whole reason I bought it through the Xbox app. On the PC. Otherwise, I'd use Steam. I'm not using Steam as long as I've had a computer.
The thing that sucks is I'm pretty sure that game used to be free when it first came out.
Nah, if you saw what it looked like when it first came out, man, you'd be like, oh shit. It looked like freaking Roblox.
I think that's why I never bought it, is because it looks so bad.
Oh, dude, it looks amazing. The water graphics, the reflections, the way that when the seas get rough, the waves get like 20 foot high, the way the ship moves. The only thing that's really cartoony on it is just like the NPCs and humans.
Yeah.
Can I start upgrading these walls that you laid down?
Yeah, I don't care. Do that. That'd be a good idea.
That's a good idea, right?
There we go.
Have you talked to old Neek Nog lately?
Oh, he kind of just ditched us there.
What do you mean?
He was on and then he wasn't.
Oh, he was at work.
Oh, he's at
And then
work?
He had like a family. It was, you know. This is a no obligation gameplay. So, you know,
All obligation gameplay.
if nobody shows up to this, I'm gonna be streaming it at the designated time by myself, and I'll just be. If you've seen any of my playthroughs of games by myself, I just fucking talk and talk and talk and talk, and it's fucking. Sorry for the bad, poor swearing language there. Gosh. It's just.
No worries.
Cool, you know. I get all into it and stuff like that. The only problem was when I got the Rona a couple weeks ago. That put me kind of out of commission a little bit as far as how I felt. I'm getting back to it. Just like working out. I'm getting back to it. Kachi, what's your favorite exercise?
None.
I like that.
Lifting the
Nah,
brown bottle.
I used to do a lot of martial arts, so that was my favorite way to get my exercise.
Tell me more.
Are you a badass?
Well, my
Back in
ass is
day.
bad, but that has nothing to do with beating people up. It's just being old. No,
Everybody's ass
I
is
studied.
bad when they're
I started out with Wally J's Small Circle Jiu-Jitsu, and then
That sounds
moved on to
legit.
something called Five Immortal Fist, which is a kung fu system. Then worked my way into Filipino martial arts, Arnis and Kali.
Isn't that like the most deadly of the martial arts?
Oh, I like arts where you learn weapon techniques and then translate them into empty hand. Because that's the thing with Kali is, when you learn the series of movements can be used with a stick, a knife, a sword, a long, weapon like a spear.
A shillelagh?
They translate. Oh yeah, you could definitely use a shillelagh to do Kali.
I'm not quite sure why that was my first hand weapon I chose to say.
Oh, there is a properly organized system of
Yeah.
shillelagh fighting.
This loves me.
Hello, it's him. Welcome
Based.
Tells me so.
to the live session of 7 Days of Play. How are you, sir?
Oh, are we live?
Yeah, we're
Always
streaming.
live.
So
Oh, glad I picked that song and not some other way worse song.
How worse?
How worse?
Yeah, are we talking like Kanye Twitty worse?
I don't know what that means. Like Yeezus, Kanye?
Conway Twitty is a country and western star from the 60s and 70s.
Conway Twitty.
I'm glad I don't know him.
That was funny, Neek Nog.
Sounds like a drag.
I gotta learn to stop just clicking and just hold down the damn button.
No.
Anybody got like a piece of meat or something on them?
I ain't got crap. I got 2 eggs you can eat.
Yeah, I'm hungry and I've been trying to, I've been.
I'd rather
upgrading
not
these
eat
walls
the
and
eggs, so you can
shoveling
have
this.
the eggs. Here you go.
Why
I
does-
am starving out.
What's the eggs do?
2 eggs. Here you go.
You can just eat them raw?
No, you shouldn't. That's why I won't do it.
Just eat it, Mike.
I'm sure I can boil them. If I had some water. You know what this
Where-
place could use?
Huh.
36 storage crates.
We'll build some.
I'm just kidding. Neek Nog did that with one of our playthroughs. He just kept building them, and he didn't stop building them. And And every time we came back to dump our supplies, the prior supplies we dumped were put into building more and more.
Find food.
You never have enough chests,
Yeah.
and that's real.
That was, yeah. He likes them like
That's
triple
true.
E's. He wants his
Koch
chests
knows.
huge. Yeah, Koch. Right?
Mr. Bloody, if you happen
What
to
are you
have a piece of short iron pipe on you, I can make you a quality 2 single shot rifle.
That would be wonderful.
Shot right.
But I don't. I could go start.
don't?
I could go start looting this house. How does that sound? I've used
Yeah.
up all my resources, and I put beautiful flowers around it.
Can't believe you were carrying those.
I did it specially for our base. I wouldn't pick up plants for no reason, unless they were pretty. In which those were. Oh yeah. There's that food I needed. Anybody else need some food?
Yeah, but I'm really close to dying from the infection, so I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I wouldn't use them. We need to get a campfire open here.
Truth.
Let me go get stones so I can make one. Stone.
I thought you said stoned for a second.
Don't you think about it. Rubber ducky.
Rubber ducky.
Yep. If it's legal in the state in which you live, you can talk about it on YouTube and Twitch.
Yeah,
But
he told me
otherwise-
earlier to like tell him no when he wants to though.
Not about marijuana. It was about saying things I definitely shouldn't be talking about. Or doing it on camera, if you will. Not that I would.
It's legal.
Exactly, but I don't partake. I did see this store that was local that opened up that wasn't playing right when I was at the gym the other day. I drove by it and there was like news reporters in front of it, right? Then I go to my gym, do like my workout, all that shit. Then I go to hit the massage chair, and then that same freaking weed store that I drove by that had it, it was showing footage of them pulling out like totes and totes of product, just shit tons of it. Surprised. Not really surprised.
There's a campfire.
I didn't have much luck. Ooh, chicken. I get the chicken. Once you spook a chicken, they'll just pretty much run forever, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Stupid chicken.
You gotta get it before you get to it. Like shoot it with your bow.
Yeah, I didn't have a clear shot, and he got spooked as soon as I did. Tall grass, you know. It's all good. There's plenty of houses for me to just like go through the kitchens real quick, not loot the house. Yeah.
Still got that pot on you?
Yeah, I'm carrying it. I'll bring it.
Oh, I thought you were back to the weed talk. It's like, damn, man, it's only been 2 minutes.
Speaking of weed talk, I got a
Mhm.
flower flavored soda I'm gonna go grab.
Flower flavored?
Yeah.
Weird.
Like Rose.
It's
That would be good.
hoppy. Very hoppy.
I love hops.
Are you talking about beer?
Yes.
You can say beer.
Why didn't you say that?
Tom, we encourage you
He's
to
trying
say
to-
beer.
There we go.
Use us.
No,
I
Hot
thought you
fire.
were drinking like Rose soda.
No, I was just saying, because doesn't Squatch usually have children watching him?
No, God no.
Yeah, he didn't say
First
rubber
words out of my
ducky.
mouth every night. First words out of my mouth every night is, "Hey, you kids, get off my lawn!" Yeah, I try to make it very clear that while I try to keep things relatively mellow in terms of the cussing and all that stuff.
It's not for kids.
You know, it's not for kids. Yeah. Yeah, this is a grown-up channel doing grown-up things.
Yeah, I like that they have the option on the old tube there too.
Yeah.
Is this made for kids or not? And I say, hell yeah, it is.
No.
Kids are hell impressionable.
There is the airdrop.
How close? Oh my god, it's in our backyard.
Is there?
Yeah, yeah. It's a good ways out, probably 500 meters.
I got it. I'll be back.
Aha!
Yeah, yeah.
Charge!
Yeah, I know if I don't start moving.
Yeah,
around,
I've
Tom will
slowly
be there
starved
in
down to about
3 seconds.
I've starved down to about 30 hit points. So I'm just gonna kite this zombie out into the middle of the road, let it give me one more smack, and
Oh,
I can finally
Tom,
get back
don't
to-
do it, Tom. Damn it,
God,
Tom.
bloody.
Damn it, Tom.
Thought his name was Waffle.
Waffen, you know. Like, weapon.
I appeased him and I changed it to the full German word so when someone looks it up, it shows what it is.
Yeah, he appeased.
Oh, you changed your name again?
It's Stahlwaffen now, so when they look it up, it literally shows them metal guns.
To appease me, yeah.
Ah.
But that's not appeasing me because I retracted my statement. I said do whatever name you want because it's not right to try to tell you to not play.
It felt too wrong to change it after using it for 10 years.
Yeah. You know.
I feel that. You got an emotional connection with your inner Nazi side. I feel that.
To be fair, I was just
I'm kidding.
uneducated. I really did think Waffen was just a Nazi word.
No, it's not. It means weapons.
No.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
told me
yeah.
that, but I didn't know that, so that's my bad.
Yeah, and Nazi talk is the quickest way to get yourself banned on YouTube.
Yeah,
So-
I knew that. So when I was like, dude, you gotta change your name, it was because I looked up Waffen and the first like 5 things that pop up were Nazi stuff. So
Yeah,
it's like, oh, it's immediately, well, actually, it's like the first 2 pages were all Nazi shit. But you know, if it doesn't mean Nazi stuff, then it's okay. So. that's all
Well,
it
yeah,
was.
if they type in Stahlwaffen now, it'll just come up like, you know, guns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I didn't type in Stahlhoff, and I just typed in Waffen. And that's probably why it gave me all that Nazi shit. And well, here at Bloody's Buddies, we aren't Nazi sympathizers.
Awkward silence.
Yeah.
It's because I died.
No, I don't think that's why.
Yeah, solo games are
Yeah,
more my
the-
shtick.
The near entirety of my Polish family that lived in Poland died in Dachau, so I take that shit pretty seriously.
Oh, I feel ya. Well, I mean, not for nothing. That's why I was worried about it being a name on my channel. You know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But, you know, it's okay.
I think it's because you said Nazi sympathizer, and that just comes off a little weird.
Yeah, yeah, that,
Yeah, I think you mean like Jewish sympathizer. Maybe is what he was trying to say there.
Oh, so I made it sound like, okay.
yeah, you made it
You were
sound like,
pro-Nazi, yeah, dude.
yeah.
Oh,
The language
shit, well,
is very important, dude. Language is very important.
damn, I
That's-
wish you
that's
said
why
that
we-
and let it given me like 45 seconds of silence to let it sink in.
Well, we did all pause
Yeah,
there.
yeah, that's why we all kind of, okay.
Yeah, he was misusing the word.
Yeah, that's
Gotcha.
just
He-
me
he
being
wasn't
dumb,
trying to say that.
Kachi. My bad. That's uneducated or, yeah. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
There
he's
we go.
trying to say that he sympathizes for anyone affected by Nazis. That's what he was trying to say.
Oh,
But
so when you said your family passed away and you take it seriously, because I had yet to realize I
Yeah,
had made that mistake.
he was responding
I'm
to you.
like,
Yes.
what's that
Yeah,
got to
yeah.
do with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was responding to you, Mike.
Well, to
Yeah,
be fair, if I was saying I didn't want to associate with Nazism, I mean, the context was
Right.
already there to know I made the mistake.
Right.
My bad.
No, it's all good. It's all good. The Feliniak family, which is my family's Polish name, they changed
say
it to
that
Philip
again?
when they Feliniak.
That sounds cool.
It basically means son of Felix.
Who's Felix? A god?
Basically the first person allowed a last name in Poland in our family line.
Oh.
So back in the day, you didn't have family names; you just had a first name, and so you were, not just Bob. You were Bob who lived by the stream, or Fat Bob, or Tall Bob, or whatever. And when they gave the Poles their freedom, because a lot of people don't realize that the Poles were fundamentally slaves. They were serfs who had to serve a landowner. They couldn't leave the land without permission. The landowner approved whether or not they were married and all kinds of things like that. And when they were granted their freedom, then they were granted the right to have family names. And
Dude, that's super awesome.
so basically the way it worked in Poland and in a lot of places was you were so-and-so son of so-and-so. And so the ski that you get at the end of Polish names, basically indicates, is one of the ways to indicate that you're the son of someone. So if your dad's name was Bob, you'd be Bobski. William Bobski.
Makes sense because the world was so small to people back then. You maybe knew 2 towns over or something.
Yep.
Yeah. I wish I knew my grandmother's name.
You have family in Poland or no?
Well, that's kind of the whole point. Is when we went searching for family in Poland, we found out that Feliniak was literally one of the 3 rarest names in Poland, because all of them had been swept up and they were put to death in the concentration camps.
So what you're saying
Because-
is you got some good blood there.
No, I was
huh?
just curious because of
Rare
aren't they getting pulled into the whole Russia-Ukraine conflict and stuff right now with the
Rubber
borders and
ducky.
everything?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was just curious if you had family and if they were all good. That's all.
Right. Well, yeah. Poland has a history of being kind of divided up by other countries, and so Russia took their piece, and Germany took their piece, and Austria took their piece, and for a while the Swiss had control in Poland, and so you get a lot of people that have a Polish history but are now Russian because Russia owns that part of Poland now. We were from a region called Pomerania.
Did
I love Pomeranian.
any of your grandparents or anything live over there, or you have no idea really?
Yeah, my great grandparents came from Poland in about 1920. They hoofed it overland to the port of Bremen and took a ship across the United States. My grandpa Stan, he was actually born aboard ship while they were coming across, and he had 2 twin sisters, one of whom passed away on the voyage. Yep.
Which was
And-
probably fairly common, right?
Yeah.
I like hearing
And-
history, so I hope it's not too personal. I just like
no,
hearing.
no, not at all.
history.
Not at all.
I mean,
I
if
love
anything,
hearing
he was
that type of stuff.
educating as to why he'd be offended by pro-Nazism. Which, once again,
Yeah,
I want to
yeah.
say,
Wait,
I
why
did
are you,
not. I
why are
did
you
not.
looping that back around, dude? Let it die.
I let that go 10 minutes ago. I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've just been
Mike's
waiting
got
for
a
you
thing
to.
where he loops back if he gets nervous.
I've just been waiting for him to come back so I can give him this rifle.
I appreciate that. I'm just trying to fix some stupid setting on my monitor.
Yeah.
Somehow I actually clicked.
What
that.
about you, Steel Waffle or Waffin, whatever your name is? Are you just an American who eats McDonald's and that's it?
My grandmother was from Poland and my grandfather was from Germany.
And when was the last time you had McDonald's?
Today.
Why would you ask that? That was like 3 hours ago. Unless you went back again.
I don't know my grandmother's Polish name. She died when I was too little, but my grandpa's last name was Messler.
Yep.
Cool.
See, that's a name based on a profession.
Oh,
So,
is
like,
it?
you have names like, Baker and Smith and things like that.
So what would a German Messler be? You know?
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. But
Did he,
generally, when a German name ends in ler, it indicates that it's associated with a profession. Yeah.
Huh.
Oh. So that's cool.
I should try looking it up then.
Yeah, I'm sure you could find out the meaning of it. There he is. Yeah, I got this sweet ass rifle for you.
Thanks, Koch.
I like you,
appreciate
Kachi.
you. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
the man,
there you
Koch. And your hat.
You're a smart guy.
Is that your
There you go,
hat
son.
you go by?
On the ground right there. What's that?
Is that the hat that you go by?
Yeah.
It's your look.
Other than the armor, this is basically how I dress on a daily basis with the bib overalls and my little white cap.
Looks.
I feel like you're the
Looks
type
really
of guy
good.
who doesn't wear anything, right, Kachi?
That's good
Uh,
content.
well, yeah, kind of over the years I have. I was a
Hey, that's
biker.
alright,
I was a
though.
metalhead. I was a hesher. I was
I was talking about
trying to
just
find
sitting at home
myself,
naked.
Hmm.
What are you talking about?
You're a man who's lived 1,000 lives out there, Kachi.
something like that,
'Cause
and
I-
died 1,000 deaths.
You got a story to tell. I like that about you.
You bring it to the table.
Well, what I like is that a lot of my stories are stories you're just not going to catch from anybody else. They're
Yeah.
just truly unique experiences.
And that's what makes you a good
Bloody-
storyteller, my friend.
Bloody, I promised you there was a particular story I was going to tell you the next time we played.
You did.
I think it is time.
Now
Back in
it's
the
story
80s.
time? Oh, wow, man.
Yeah.
Right into it. Shit.
Okay, right. Back in the 80s, we had telephone chat lines, right? Where you dial a number and
Oh, I
you
know
can
of
talk
them.
to a girl,
Yeah,
and
it was a party line.
yeah, party lines exactly. And I ended up connecting up with this young lady. We spent a lot of time talking on the phone. Really got to know each other. She seemed really sweet. We got along really well. We were in the
How
same
much
town.
did you charge on your card,
I
Kachi?
fucked up. How'd I stop?
Well, yeah,
Oh, no.
I did spend too much, but we finally decided we were gonna meet in person. I was supposed to go to her house. She had just gotten a new VCR, which was like the brand new thing, man. It was
Please.
amazing, and we were gonna watch Star Trek: The Motion Picture at her place on the television. The miracles of modern science. She said we were setting up the date, and she said, "Well, there's something I do need to tell you." And I said, "What's that?" She said, "Well, I'm really
man.
short. I'm really short." And I said, "Well, how tall are you?" And she said, "Well, I'm like 4'6". And I said, "Well, that doesn't bother me at all. I said I'm kind of tall, I'm 6'1", but I'm sure, it's not going to be a big deal." She's like, "Okay, that's cool." Well, what I didn't realize is she was priming me to be capable of facing the truth, which was that she wasn't 4'6", she was 3'6".
Oh.
She was a midget. She was one of the little people. Well, so I went over, I met her, and I was totally cool with that. We sat down on the couch, we had snacks, we watched the movie. It was absolutely
Snacks.
great. I was
That's code
truly,
word.
I was completely enjoying myself. And she started trying to get romantic, and I'm a gentleman. I mean, I just met this young lady.
Up to your neck or something?
Well, she kept hinting that maybe she wanted to do some smooching and things, and I was like, I don't want this girl to think that I just showed up over here, to get laid or something. I'm trying to be a gentleman. And basically, when I wasn't responding, because I'm also like totally dumb when it comes to
Yeah.
women flirting with me,
That's a
I
lot
don't
of us
recognize
are.
it. Well, she finally apparently decided she was drunk enough and impatient enough that she was just going to take matters into her own hands, and
In my
suddenly she
manners?
came, she literally came charging across the couch and threw herself at me.
It took her 10 minutes to get there.
Well, so I was kind of caught by surprise, and I like stood up and was like, "No, I'm sorry, but that's not what I'm here for." You know, and she got really upset and ended up asking me to leave. And I thought I had clarified that it wasn't a matter of her being a little person, it was a matter of me being a gentleman, right? Well, apparently I didn't get that message across, and word got around in the local community of little people that I had mistreated her. I had
Beat her.
been unkind to her.
Done bad things.
And so I'm walking down the sidewalk, headed back to my apartment one day, having gone out to get some smokes or something. And coming towards me is a group of 5 little people. And my brain doesn't connect anything together. It's just, oh, wow, look at that. It's a group of 5 little people. And one
You
of
don't
them
see
points
that
to me
every
and
day.
says something to the other ones. And suddenly they just all come at me in a rush. Just like all 5 of them just charge me. Now, if you've never fought a little person, you don't think about the fact that they're at a perfect height to deal with your knee and to deal with your groin and to deal with your gut. And this dude
Yeah, they
comes
are.
running up. He hauls off and he kicks me in the inside of my right knee. And my leg kind of buckles because I'm not expecting to be ambushed by midgets. And my leg kind of buckles, and the guy behind him headbutts me in the groin. Just blam! And like my legs went out from under me, and these little dudes start hammering on me, and they're stomping on me and stuff. And in desperation to try to break free, I eventually grabbed one of them by the legs and started using him to fend off the other 4.
Whoa,
And-
you used him as a weapon? You really are
Yes.
a master, Kachi.
Well, in the art of Kali, we learn to use anything as a weapon, but I wasn't expecting to ever have to use a midget as a weapon. And so I literally was using him to hit these other guys and knock them into the grass because I didn't want to knock him into the street because we were on the sidewalk. And finally, I spun around once and I threw him into the yard and I took off running. And there I was roaring down the street with this pack
Here,
of
Tom.
midgets chasing me, calling me names,
Take that.
and I eventually outrun them and ditched them. So there you go.
How hard was it
Funny.
to outrun him?
Oh, that was the easy part.
Man, getting punched in the dick, really? That's crazy.
Yeah, getting headbutted in the groin by a midget is no fun at all.
So
Like
let me
American
ask
Pie right
ya-
there.
Let me ask you, did you ever take another one for another spin? Or was that...
No, that was traumatizing enough that since then I've done my best to avoid any relationships with little people.
And how do you react if you see him in a store walking towards
What's that? Say that again.
you? How do you
Oh my god, where is this going?
How do you react if one's walking towards you in a store?
Oh, I don't freak out or anything.
PTSD.
It's not like I've got PTSD over being mauled by a pack of little people, but
just
I
feel
will
like-
never underestimate them again.
Yeah, I just feel like if somebody were to get PTSD, man, wouldn't that be crazy to be somebody like shopping in an aisle and see somebody like get scared when one rides the scooter around the corner or something?
It starts like freaking out, flopping
Yeah.
around on the ground.
Whoa. Well, maybe. I mean, yeah. PTSD sucks. It's a horrible thing.
Yeah, I've got it. Pretty exciting to have, isn't it?
No, man, it makes my life a living hell. But at least I don't have shell shock, and for that, I'm grateful. So I did a stupid there, and I didn't want to interrupt his story, but I took like 400 wood that I was going to use to upgrade this building, and I turned them into blocks.
And I took them.
And I hope you can use them because I could not figure out how to stop it from converting them into freaking blocks. And I was like, fuck. And I was just trying to upgrade the house. Eeknog. Is he home?
Yeah.
Are you home? Are you still driving?
I just got home.
Oh, wonderful.
Come on, Nate, nah,
Yeah,
get
just put
on.
the baby to bed. Took the dog out. Had sex with a couple midgets, and I'm ready to go, guys.
And that's
Are-
where
are
I'm
you wearing
ending
one
part
still?
2 of the stream. We'll be right back. So stick around.
What happened to Eric?
You had to hibernate.
You went back to bed?